What's going on, my friends? Hope you're having a great weekend. I've got some killer spinnerbait options for you to catch more bass this pre-spawn. Let's dive into it. Spinnerbaits, and the spinnerbait market is vast indeed. There are so many spinnerbaits. Until I really started getting into looking for them, I realized just how many there are, and there are tons, guys. And what I was going to do is break this up into a few parts. What I'm going to share with you today is the spinnerbaits I turned to in the pre-spawn to catch more fish. It has worked for me for several years, and it's probably going to surprise you exactly what I do. Instead of your standard spinnerbait, like this Mega Bass model. Awesome spinnerbait, front and rear blade, of course. It's a double willow, great for flash. Okay. I turn to baits like this from Taylormans Custom Lures. This is the Scatter Shad. This is the F5. This is the willow version. You can see that. This, and this is the F8. This is the Colorado version. Taylormans Custom Lures. Let you zone in on that. I start with the willow. I've done well on this bait. Catches a lot of fish. This front blade here spins like a traditional spinnerbait. These rear blades here, they just turn. They just turn left and right, and they give off flash. Okay, so you've got your vibration and your willow on the front here spinning, and these blades turn and give off flash. This is a awesome profile coming through the water, and I've done very well on this bait. Multi-bladed spinnerbaits, there's many on the market, and like this, for instance. This is another very good one. This is from Talon Custom Lures, and I can't even find this anymore, or where it was. I believe they still make them. I know Tackle Warehouse doesn't have them anymore. But these twin blades, these twin spinners, as you call it, they've been around for a long time. It's got double arm on it. Some models have different, types of blades on, like this little Colorados on there, or little Indiana blades. This is another one I'll turn to in the pre-spawn. I don't know why the multi-blade catches more fish than the standard spinnerbaits, but they do. Thinking about it, you know how well the Alabama rig does in the wintertime, in the pre-spawn. I believe that this is the same theory goes behind this. It looks like a small school of shad. Okay. Another one. This is a little trippy here. This is the Tackle Chandelier, and as you can see from this footage of it coming through the water, it looks just like a small bait fish, a small school of bait fish coming through. You've got 8 blades, okay? And if you notice, let me let you look at that. They're tied into each other. Plus they free swing. This whole unit here, the top free swing. So when you're coming through the water, it's not it's not restricted. It's very fluid. So each blade can do what it's wanting to do. And it's not, it's just got a better profile coming through the water. Of course, it's got a Mega Bass Spark Shad on it. And looking at that, you would think, man, that's bulky and big. It's only 3/8 ounce. So, think about this as a finesse Alabama rig that won't wear you out all day. Plus, if you're a tournament fisherman, spinnerbait like this, with a lot of the rules in states, they don't like more than 3 hooks. You have to use dummies, of course, on Alabama rigs. A bait like this can come in handy and shine. Emeikatsu has just released their version of a multi-blade. This is called the Helter Twister. And I've mentioned my buddy in Japan before. When these came out a couple months ago, he immediately emailed me and sent me some. As you can tell from this footage, it's got the same little small bait fish, school of bait. Willow blades, okay? They've got a bead where that top arm can swing, and it only can swing up, it can swing back. So you tie like you would on the top to a traditional spinnerbait, okay? And you've got your traditional head. That again is the same theory as this chandelier from TH Tackle. Is it allows that to be more fluid, come through the water and do its own thing, so it's not restricted. I don't know what it is about these baits, other than they catch fish for me. And if you're a tournament angler, or if you're a weekend angler, or you fish from the bank or the boat, it does not matter. These spinner baits will catch you more fish in the pre-spawn. I utilize these more than traditional spinner baits up till the post spawn. Not that you can't catch, you can catch them on spinner baits year round, but the body is hot at the beginning of the year, and of course that changes. Now you can think, if they're on a spinnerbait bite, okay, if they're in that spinnerbait realm, if that's what they're wanting, that flash of a spinnerbait, instead of throwing the traditional spinnerbait with the two blades, the Colorado and, or the Willow, Lucky Craft has got an awesome bait. This is the water hammer. You notice it's got this long, like a long drop willow with two smaller ones that are on a clevis that's kind of intertwined there. Let me let you look at that. This is the JDM model, and what that is it's just like the SKT from Lucky Craft that Tackle Warehouse sells. Here is, I've changed this blade to a white blade. So here's a Colorado, and this did have a Willow on it. And what all this is different vibration, different flash, different profile coming through the water. So if you're fishing pressured waters, which is most of us do nowadays, since a lot of people are fishing now, and that's good. That's a good thing. Just making that change to a bait like this that has that different profile, this is night and day to the bass. To you and me, it's just another spinnerbait, but to them, after seeing the standard two blade spinnerbait coming through the water 1,000 times, seeing a bait like this come through, totally different, and can be night and day. Evergreen makes a version. This is called the double swirl. Right away you'll see there's a big difference in the blade configuration. Instead of both blades being on this arm coming up to your line tie, they've come straight out and placed an arm and blade. That right there is a killer spinnerbait. The diameter wire on it and everything, this thing really spins good. It's really got a nice vibration and flash to it. But something like that, okay, something like this double swirl from Evergreen, Evergreen International. I'll put links to everything down below. I'm starting to do that more, so you guys can find these crazy baits I like posting, not just posting, but talking about this on YouTube. Like I said, to the bass, that's night and day difference in a standard spinnerbait. So always, if they're on that spinnerbait bite, look outside the box. A bait like this Emeikatsu, I'm going to promise you I'm going to be fishing in the pre-spawn. I haven't got to use this model yet, but I've used similar models that have the willow to the side like that, where it's, as you can see, it's in line with the bait. So it's a nice profile. And actually TH Tackle made it, and they no longer make it. And of course, I lost the last one I had. I can't find them anywhere. I believe Evil Nation, if that's how you Evolution, excuse me, Evil Nation, Evolution. They've got their model as well. I don't throw this one as much, but I have thrown it. It's got a lot going on, as you can see. It's got a lot of blades. They do make different models. They do work. They do catch fish. They do have flash and vibration. This is the 4x4. It's a 3/8 ounce. They've got high quality components on it. I will throw it, but if I'm going to throw a multi-blade, I'm going to look at one like this is a F4. Taylormans Custom Lures. You can go on taylormanscustomlures.com and you can custom order a spinnerbait like this, or like this, or like this. And when I say custom, I mean I chose these copper blades with the two black blades and the black head. It's got a Emeikatsu hook. Let you get a look at that. I have caught them big time, especially on this one last couple years, because up here in the Northeast the water's clear, and I've thrown that willow configuration. Now there is dirty water that I have fished these baits and other baits and done well, but this one, this F5 scatter shad right here, yes sir, this will get them. What looks crazy, guys, you know, it looks crazy. I'm a bait junkie. I love, you know, baits, bass fishing. Like I said, just not doing the normal, you know, looking outside the box, thinking outside the box. To the bass, it's night and day. When you pick up a bait like that double swirl, if they're on a 2-blade bite, you know, they're biting standard spinner baits. You come by with a bait like that, you're going to get more bites. It's just that simple. And you can tweak it even further. Gancraft, they're killers. They're killers bait, okay? It's very unique. You can look at this bait and then just look it over and think it's just another spinner bait, but you'll notice the blades are tied together. They're tied into one another. So instead of the front blade and then you have a blade on the arm, this actually hangs off of the arm, and there's 2 blades. I have killed the smallmouth on this bait. They love it. Gancraft makes the standard 2-arm spinner bait, but this killer's bait right here, again, a different vibration, a different profile, and a different look is going to get you more bites, whether it's spinner baits or jigs or crank baits. And it, you know, it's not all the time. There's going to be times where that standard spinner bait's going to whack them. But if the bite slows, and if you're, you know, on pressured waters, or maybe you're competing, picking up a bait that's different like that, and will get you more bites a lot of times. And that just comes with time on the water. You get that gut instinct of when to change a color or when to move, you know, to another spot. That just comes with time on the water. I can tell you from experience that these multi-blade spinner baits catch fish. It's just the Alabama rig profile. That's how I look at it, in a different form, in a spinnerbait form. You know, they're not near as tiring to throw. You don't have to worry about restrictions or, you know, state laws getting in the way. A bait like this right here, when you're bringing it over at a decent clip, you know, over a wind-blown point or a flat, you know, and it's coming by. Let's say you got a submerged weed bed. You come over that top of that weed bed with a bait like this, you better hold on, because they're going to crush it. Guys, I appreciate you spending your valuable time with me, watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the comments and the likes and everything. I'm going to do another spinnerbait video. I'm going to do some finesse spinnerbaits, and I'll probably throw in some finesse bladed jigs with those. And then we'll look at trailers, and I mean, really, this could be. I was looking at it, I was like, man, this could go on for a long time. So decided to kind of chop it down a little bit. But I hope you enjoy it, guys. I'll put some links below. If you have any questions about these baits, feel free to message me. I hope you have a great weekend. God bless and tight lines.